Hey guys, welcome back. This is Miss Harkins. I hope you are having a wonderful day. I know I am. Okay, so we are still going to be going over integer operations. However, we have multiple operations going into one another. So remember, when you see multiple operations, we're going to be using something called GEMDAS, or some of you may know as PEMDAS. So we're going to go ahead and get started. Remember, my screen isn't very pretty, so bear with me, waiting for it to come back to life. There we go. Okay, so it says simplify the following expression. Remember, an expression is something without an equal sign, but all they're wanting us to do is to solve. All right, so my keywords. I'm gonna go ahead and write my expression. All right, remember when we said we're going to be using that GEMDAS or PEMDAS? Okay, if I notice I don't have any grouping, I do not have any parentheses or anything like that. I do not have any exponents. However, I do have multiplication and division. So this fraction bar means to divide. Remember, when I divide, that's that triangle. Different signs, my answer is going to be a negative. So 12 divided by negative 6 is a negative 2. So negative 2 plus 5 minus 9. Now, I have addition and subtraction. I'm going to go from left to right. And I have a cool song for y'all. Y'all ready? Parentheses and brackets, that's where you start. Exponents are next. Repeating is not hard. Multiply, divide from left to right, add and subtract from left to right. I hope you like my song. So remember, multiplication, division, left to right, add and subtract from left to right. So we're going to go from left to right. Negative 2 plus 5, they are different signs, so I'm going to subtract. That's the same thing as saying that I have $5, but I let Miss Pacheco borrow $2, so that gets me 3. So I have 3 minus 9, okay? Now, remember, subtracting is adding the opposite, so that's really saying 3 plus negative 9. Okay, so 3 plus negative 9 gets me a negative 6. Okay, remember, if you don't understand, you can use counters. You can still draw it out. So like, I have 3 positives and I have 9 negatives. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Remember, positive and negative, 0 out, and I can count them. I have 6 negatives. Okay, let's move on to the next one. Remember, we're doing this one as a class. Okay, so first, let's go ahead and write down our keywords. Okay, so we're just solving, guys. We're just solving. We say simplify expression because it's technically not an equation. It doesn't have an equal sign. All right, now let's go ahead and show our thinking. We're going to go ahead and write our GEMDAS because we have multiple operations. Parentheses and brackets, that's where you start. Exponents are next. Repeating is not hard. Multiply, divide from left to right. Add and subtract from left to right. I don't have parentheses or brackets. I don't have exponents. But I'm going to start with multiplication and division because that is what's first in my GEMDAS checklist. It does not have to be first in your expression. You're following your checklist. So I'm going to bring down my negative 6 plus 5 times 2 is 10. I'm done with that. Now I'm going to add and subtract. Negative 6 plus 10, they're different signs, so I'm going to subtract. 10 minus 6 is 4. Okay, now you're going to do one. And you're going to check with your teacher to see if you got it. Okay, so let's see how you do. All right, my keywords. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and write down my problem. 8 times negative 9 minus 5. I have multiple operations, so I'm going to write GMDOS. Okay, so there is something tricky. Yes, you have parentheses. However, there's no operation in your parentheses. It's not telling you to do something. All this is saying is that this is a multiplication problem. So I want to go ahead and rewrite it to make it look that way. And of course my screen, let me see if I walk away, it pops up. Okay, so there it goes. Multiplication. All right. Don't have any grouping. I don't have exponents, but I do have multiplication. Do y'all want me to sing the song? That kid over there really wants me to sing the song, so I'm going to sing the song again. Parentheses and brackets, that's where you start. Exponents are next. Repeating is not hard. Multiply, divide from left to right. Add and subtract from left to right. Okay. 8 times negative 9 gets me a negative 72. Negative 72 minus 5. So I should have that next, right? Okay. So remember, subtracting integers is the same thing as adding the opposite. Negative 72 plus a negative 5. They are the same sign. So I'm going to add them together. So my answer should be a negative 77. Okay, friends, right now you should be practicing on quizzes with your teacher, and I hope you have a fantastic day. See you later.